A new survey by the Teachers Union shows the majority of voters support firing Clark County School District Superintendent. The Clark County Education Association released the results of a recent poll showing 71% support firing Jesus Jara. The poll was done from May 6th through the 9th and includes 600 voters. And voters also had a more than 50% unfavorable view of Jara and the CCSD Board of Trustees. CCSD, meantime, released a statement saying, quote, CCEA continues its targeted research and polls in a bad faith effort to influence contract negotiations. Given the dubious nature of previous survey results promoted by the Teachers Union in Southern Nevada, the district questions the validity of any polls not shared publicly. If the survey exists, it must be shared with the public to verify its legitimacy.